What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We have some interesting news. You know, I am old enough to remember when Greg Jennings said that he trusts Daniel Jones more than Dak Prescott. I remember when he got that $40 million deal, $40 million a year deal that nobody blinked an eye, and everybody talked about how he was so up and coming and going to be a great quarterback. And here it is, the first round drafted quarterback. Seemingly the Giants maybe aren't interested in keeping him, because this is probably the biggest way that you look at it and say, we're looking elsewhere, is that Russell Wilson is set to visit them this weekend along with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, mind you, Russell Wilson, of course, would be a cheap cap hit this year because basically Denver is still paying him. But the reality is he's not what he used to be by any stretch of the imagination. But he still would be a major upgrade from Daniel Jones. Yeah. Even how he played last year. So that's kind of interesting to me, to say the least. So Giants, well, you definitely are in the market for another quarterback. But this goes to show you that there's not a lot of quarterbacks out there. That Kirk Cousins, that there's supposedly a buzz for him to be at Atlanta, or even the Minnesota Vikings are thinking about trying to bring him back. And what's funny to me is, and I get all the trolls out here that'll say, Dak sucks and everything else. We should have gone to this guy, that guy, and the other guy. And as I go down the list of all the players that they say that the Cowboys should have gone and gotten rid of Dak and went to, or that guys that were so much better than Dak Prescott, I sit here and listen, because Daniel Jones was that guy going into the beginning of the season. Greg Jennings literally said, Daniel Jones, I trust him more than Dak Prescott. He literally, that was not even 8 months ago. But I remember listening to Cal Turd talking about the Cowboys should have moved on with Dak and went ahead and got Derek Carr. Now, mind you, what the hell has Derek Carr ever done in his career? Derek freaking Carr? I remember when, Carson Wentz was a Maserati and Dak was just a Corvette. Well, that's a broke down Maserati left on the side of the road, or I guess it was a Maserati. It was trying to use a Maserati on a dirt road or off-roading, and it crashed because Carson Wentz was ass. He had one good sophomore season. That guy's on the wayside. Then you've got, remember when Andy Dalton came in, and everybody's like, oh, they got Andy Dalton there. Andy Dalton is no scrub, man. Colin Cowherd talking about Andy Dalton. Look at the numbers. They're identical to Dak Prescott. Yeah, you remember that? You remember that, don't you? Right. Then there was the Deshaun Watson. When people were saying that Deshaun Watson versus Dak Prescott, that it's not even close. Deshaun Watson, he's a god, basically, right? And he's got that $230 million contract with the Cleveland Browns and has done absolutely nothing since his 4-12 year. That everybody said that he was the greatest quarterback out there. He's a top 5 quarterback. But they forgot about garbage time, because that's exactly where his numbers came from, that 4-12 season. You remember that, right? Remember when Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray, he's so much better than Dak Prescott. Yes, you'll never win a Super Bowl unless you get a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal, right? I'm just looking and seeing that Trevor Lawrence is about to get paid. He was on a rookie deal. Trey Lance, he's on a rookie deal, and I don't think he's any closer to being a Super Bowl champion yet. How about Zach Wilson? Rookie deal? Yeah, Mac Jones, he's on a rookie deal. And they say the Cowboys have to get themselves a first-round drafted quarterback. Well, you got one right there. My man got a Cowboy stocking cap on. That's a Cowboy fan right there beside me. It's just funny to me because right now, even Josh Allen, he's no longer on a rookie contract, and we're going to find out a lot about Josh Allen because Josh Allen now has lost half his team. So expect Josh Allen to be in the Super Bowl now. Expect him to be in the Super Bowl because, franchise quarterback, they don't need guys. Right? The Cowboys, they just have a sucky quarterback that they don't, have to put people around him. But Josh Allen, he's so great, he don't need nobody around him. That's what I was told. Let me see, who else out there? Yeah. All these quarterbacks that they've said are better than Dak Prescott. They just keep seeming to be littering the highway. And somehow that guy keeps on standing. So the fact that Dak Prescott got the first bag of money and that he's about to get the second bag, how about all these guys that have had the first bag of money? How many of them are up for another one besides Pat Mahomes? Goes to show you how Dak Prescott has been able to play and thrive. And mind you, the Dallas Cowboys over the last 3 years has spent $100 million less than, say, the Eagles. In fact, the Cowboys have been in one of the bottom tiers of spending on players the last 3 years. And I think we can all agree that you must get talent to win the Super Bowl. I don't remember seeing any team that was in the playoffs going deep that did not have a deep roster, that did not have some great draft picks, that did not have some great free agents. And even still, sometimes that's not even enough. So, winning in football, it's hard. And the hardest position to get a person to play is quarterback. There's a lot of safeties out there. There's a lot of linebackers out there. There's a lot of defensive linemen out there. A lot of offensive linemen. A lot of running backs. But how many great quarterbacks do you see sitting out there? Again, Russell Wilson was a bust. Jimmy G, well, he's great with porn stars. He's out there. Maybe Daniel Jones is going to be out there. Kirk Cousins. There are not Pat Mahomes out there that you can just pick up. So, we'll see what happens with Danny Dimes and Russell Wilson. Peace.